Yo, what's happening people, it's Kanza here, and today I'm going to be doing a how to fight video for Percival. So previously I did one on Narmaya, and I'm going to be working through the whole cast. There may not be every single day, but I'm going to try and keep it as frequent as I can. But yeah, today's video is based on Percival and how to do it. Okay, so just for general knowledge, I'm the blue Percival fighting the red one, just so no one gets confused. But yeah, so I'm going to give you just the basic idea of how the character works, what to be looking out for, and how you should be combating him in just your day-to-day battles. So first of all, one thing to note with the character is that Percival, just by himself, like on the base level, his damage is okay, but there's things that he lacks as a character. So without stacks, which are these, as you can see, the fire stocks, right? When he has a fire stock, okay, his medium version and heavy version of his attacks change, the properties change. So if I was to do a medium fireball right here, it goes quite far, but it stops, right? At max range, it stops. So it doesn't actually go the full extent and hit the enemy. But when I have one stock at least, it goes the whole way and it hits the opponent, right? The damage is also buffed a little bit. As you can see, a regular medium does 800, with a stock 900. So that's one of the effects. It has damage buff, as well as the range increasing on some of his attacks, as well as, for example, this move here. So if I was to EX do the low, you can get extensions, but if I just do that normally without stock, nothing happens. Okay, and plus I can probably get an attack or combo if it's a counter, but that's about it. So what you need to be watching out for, this is tip number one when fighting Percival, is to make sure that if he hasn't got stocks, this is like your opportunity to kind of, he's still dangerous, so I wouldn't say go wild, but this is your opportunity to kind of like close the distance between you and him, because he's got long range normals that he can confirm into big damage. Like for example this, that's 3,400, that's a good chunk, almost I say around that's 30% of health, 30% of your health gone. So he's got good range and good normals, right? So you want to be careful with how you place yourself, and if you're just constantly trying to like whiff attacks with fireballs, but you don't want to be doing that against Percival, right? So what you want to be doing is, like, when he hasn't got a stop down, you kind of want to apply a bit more pressure on him, because obviously you start the round, he's got no stocks, right? So what you want to be doing is not zoning him out too much, but kind of like poking him down, and then you want to do your best to kind of like walk him into the corner with your pressure. So even if it's a case of you, let's say you land a medium into EX, right? You get a hard knockdown, then you can walk him into the corner and then continue your pressure, run up, do the overhead, whatever you want to do. So that's one thing to note. His stocks, just make sure that you're pressuring him so that he's going to feel that, oh, I can't win unless I have stocks. So then what's going to happen is he's going to be backdashing, trying to get away, and then charging up stocks from the other side of the screen, and then they're going to run in and try and hit you. So when he's got no stocks, do your best to pressure him, force him to make mistakes. That's one key thing, because I'm going to go into that with my next point. But force him to make mistakes, force him to try and get charges. At the start of a round, a flow chart that every Percival player almost does is they start the round heavy into this or heavy into that if they can confirm it. If you block that and it doesn't cancel, you can punish him, but I'm not going to get into that yet. But this is just the key thing I want to make sure everyone like understands. If he hasn't got stocks, he can't do certain things, so that's your opportunity to rush him down. Okay, second thing I want to talk about with Percival is punishment. Okay, so if I have this clone of me here, right, I'm gonna make it so let's say this is round start heavy. Okay, round start heavy hit. Now I'm gonna block this, right? I'm not gonna press any buttons, just literally gonna hold R2 to block. You'll see, bang. Okay, if he hasn't cancelled, obviously he can, so he can cancel into fireball or whatever he wants. But some Percivals will just throw it out, occasionally trying to get a whiff punish, but the hitbox on it is crazy. So here we go, block again, punish. Okay, so look, show you again, There you go, punish. I can super from that range. Look, guaranteed. Okay, and yeah, so that's one thing to watch out. His normals have ridiculous punishment ranges on them, so you can literally like block it from range 3, his heavy, and get a super confirm. I'm not too sure about DPs. I don't know if that's a bit raggo, but yeah, I wouldn't do that. So don't do that. But if you can confirm it into a super or something like that, but if you're a bit closer, obviously go for it. But yeah, that's one thing to watch out for. So his 5H is very punishable if he doesn't cancel. If he does, let's say round start, fireball, right? Okay. Let's try that again. Yeah, so if he does a fireball, dashing in might be a bit difficult, and I wouldn't recommend it like that because you're gonna get clapped, right? So what you can do, spot dodge like that, and then it's probably then it's your turn to harass him, because when someone's throwing a fireball, right? If you've spot dodged it, let's say I do that, go again. See, the cooldown on it is a bit longer rather than it actually hitting the person, because it comes back immediately. So spot dodge after most of his normals, like his standing medium, his crouching medium. You want to be spot dodging these on block or actually punishing if you know he hasn't confirmed anything, because let's say when having run up, medium, medium like that, right? So block this. If he doesn't confirm into anything, you can generally punish him for a lot of things like that. Punish. Okay. So this is my low. I think this is his free frame, but standard medium, punish. So him just pressing this button and not cancelling into a special can get him killed depending on what range he's at, because if I was supposed to confirm, oops, let's try that again, at close range, there you go, like that. So when you get to like S rank and a bit higher, you're going to be fighting players that are more tighter with their confirms, and they know frame they are for the game. So they'll know, oh wait, he's just done that, bang, super, you're dead. Okay, so it's a bit of just like awareness of what the character can do and what the character can do and can't do. So that's something to watch out for. Just pay attention to what normals the Percival is doing. You want to stay about this range, right? So where I'm standing now with the blue guy, you're going to be at about that range mostly during neutral. Try and make him like throw out buttons, so then you can actually, oh, he's throwing at that, bang, whiff punish, and then kill him. Because if he's there trying to do footsies and then occasionally does this, just throws out a heavy, punish. Because you literally punish, heavy, punish. So that's what you're going to be doing, just making sure that you're aware of what moves he's using, so that you can accordingly punish him back, because he can't. A lot of Percivals get away with just throwing out buttons relentlessly and not actually thinking about what they're doing. So just know what normals he has that you can punish, and then once you've punished him, at all times I'd suggest going for hard knockdowns, because then at that point, which brings me on to my next point, is his DP. So when you've got a hard knockdown with any like Shoto type character, when they have DP's options, what they're going to be doing is either blocking your block string like this. Let me show you. So they'll, right, what they're looking for is the gap in which they can DP. So I'll show you again, like that. That's what they're looking for, the gap between you doing a block string and you doing cancelling into a special. So once you've done this, once you've kind of got like a hard knockdown, expect him to wake up DP. And this game's a bit different because I can't say, oh, only Shoto's DP when there's characters like Fairy and Beelzebub. So it's just kind of awareness of what options he has available. It's just a key thing to watch out for. So if I have him do the, let's say, heavy, right? So this, is that knockdown? No, that's on block, my apologies. So on wake up, do that. Hard knockdown, he wakes up, EXDPs, right? So with this EXDP, there's options that you have to punish this. Because he's in the air, you can, let me see this, I think you can get a counter, a counter from wake up. No, okay, so here you go. It's a hard knockdown, isn't it? My apologies. Alright, edit this bit. 10 minutes in. Okay, here we go. So he has options on, you have options to punish this. So you yourself can go for like a hard knockdown after he has done like a wake up DP. You can do that, which depending on like, if he's really low and you just want to kill him straight away, then go for it. If you want style points. But you can also just literally wait for him like any other EX DP, wait for him to land, and then get your big damage combo. So that's just something to watch out for, his DPs. But again, with Shotos, be careful when you're doing block strings, because they will wake up DP. When they get annoyed or pressured, especially if you're not letting them get stocks, be prepared for the DP at any time, okay? So literally, if you want to fake it, so what you could do, let me put him to block all. Okay, so when you do, if you do this, and literally just walk backwards, you're even. You're not punishable for doing a block string, okay? So just literally do a block string and wait. You may lose your turn, but if you're fighting someone that's mashing DPs, they think, oh hey, he's gonna cancel into a special, you're gonna be benefiting from that. Because if I've done, let's show you an example here. If I've made him now, I think I'm gonna do a DP. This is a like a scenario that happens every so often with every DP character that has one. Is you do a block string, block, there you go, and then it's your turn to blow them up for whiffing a DP. Cool. So now my next point that I want to bring you on to, which is I've got 2 more points, is his Skybound up, right? So this is Percival's Skybound up, right? Which is this move here. Now there's 2 things to know about this move, right? If you've got Percival to a low HP, okay, do not by any means jump in on him. I just want people to know that. Don't jump in, because unless you're going to do like a safe jump, do not think, oh, I've got a hard knockdown, it's my turn now to jump in and pressure him. Don't do that, because what's going to end up happening to you is he's going to blow you up. And the reason why is because this is air unblockable. So, look, I'm blocking, right? Bang, and then into the super. So here's a prime example. Let's say I've managed to land a combo like this. Oh, it's my turn now. Jump in, trying to land a heavy. End up getting blown up, eating the whole super. So you don't want to be doing that to Percival. Okay? In some cases like this, like there are some situations like if you're mid-screen, you may end up like landing behind him, but it has got a pretty big like cone where it just kind of like sucks you in like a vortex, so you want to be careful with that. And now my final point that I want to go over for Percival, just for like you guys that are trying to learn how to deal with the character, is other than his other normals like his sweep, which you can cancel into specials like that, is his dashes, right? Now these dashes, what you'll see a lot of Percival players do is, even me myself, I'm not going to be playing a character for much longer. When Saurus comes out, Percival's gone. But for now, what I want you guys to know is just that it's not real. Unless it's confirmed like this, like an actual combo. If you see Percival do this, like that, or another option like the low or something like that, right? You can interrupt. It's not real. Just literally just jab him out. When you see him like lean forward and go for like that anime dash and he's dragging the sword, just literally you can just tell him to stop it. Okay? Don't let him bully you, because what a lot of Percivals will do is they'll go bang, they'll do this into that. Sometimes on block if they can't confirm, or they'll do this into the overhead, right? You don't need to hold that. As I said, literally just jab him out, and don't let him bully you like that. And then another thing that tends to happen is that in the corner, his command grab, right? So you want to be very careful of this, because this is actually very dangerous when fighting Percival. Because if he lands this, he can go into a full combo, and then you just got to hold that damage, right? So obviously it's a bit more scaled, but with the command grab, you've got kind of like 3 things now to worry about. Because obviously you can tech throws, right? You can tech any grab in the game. If you tech late, you lose HP. But if you can't take command grabs. Command grabs are guaranteed if they land it on you, right? And obviously in the corner, there's the corner game of like the run up overheads and all that stuff. So you really have to be careful of Percival. So what I'd suggest is just be very careful, just like tick throws that he may do in the corner, because a lot of Percivals will buffer, like jab jab into command grab. So just be very careful of the corner situations or these type of situations that you'll see. So they'll do this into that, right? So I'll show you. If you block that, that's what tends to happen, because people are afraid, okay, of, oh, he's gonna press here or whatsoever. But the reason why they're gonna press is because, let me show you again. If I take counter off, let me see that counter on block, right? So if I take this off, there we go, okay? So no buttons pressed after that, he's plus. So that's why a lot of people are like, oh no, he's gonna hit me or whatever. So it is like a real 50-50. You can mash him out of it, but I wouldn't recommend you to do that. But just be careful of that, because obviously he lands this, goes into this, into a full combo counter, you're dead. Or grab. Or in some cases, if they're trying to bait you, they may not press anything afterwards. They might just walk backwards, watch you whiff grab, bang, and then you're dead. So Percival is kind of very footsies heavy, and you know, you kind of just always got to be on your toes when you're fighting this character. So yeah, that's it for the how to fight Percival video. Hopefully this has helped anyone. If it has, don't forget to post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the video, and yeah, peace.